Hello everyone, my name is Amandeep Kaur and today I'm going to present my presentation on the topic Chevron Corporation. Here I would like to put some light on the Chevron Corporation. It is an American national multinational energy corporation which was founded in 1879 and it operates over 180 countries engaging in oil, natural gas exploration, production, refining, marketing and transportation. And on the other slide, I would like to talk about some of the facts. So here in the second slide, I would like to talk about the content that I am going to cover in all slides, like the introduction, industrial structure analysis, technology in industry, barriers to entry, behavior of Chevron, recent conduct and actions of Chevron, relevant performance indicator, influence of action and conducts on the performance. So these are the factors that I'm going to cover in the another slides. As I already given the introduction and the definition of industry of Chevron in my previous slides, so I would like to broaden my conversation in the other slide. So as I earlier mentioned some of the Chevron Corporation's overview, here I would like to highlight those points. Like first of all, I would like to talk about the industry. The Chevron industry is basically founded in 1879, which headquarters is in San Ramon, California, is one of the world's leading energy corporation and it's spread over 180 countries and basically focuses in oil, gas, marketing and distributing, production, refining, these kinds of activities it's involved. If we talk about the history of Chevron, Chevron basically founded in 1879 and it is listed in NYSE stock market. So these are the factors that come under the Chevron Corporation. Chevron ranked second largest production of oil and refining, and if we talk about its operation is over more than 180 countries, and now its plan is to exporting to more countries. So the Chevron is basically one of the leading company, I can say, in the oil and production. So let's talk about the operations of the chevron. The operation of the chevron is basically categorized into three terms. First is upstream, downstream, and midstream. In the upstream, the basic function of chevron is to exploration and production, extracts crude oil and natural gas oil globally, and LNG develops and operates liquefied natural gases projects. And in the downstreams, it basically operates in refining, marketing, lubricants. So in the refining section, what corporate do, it converts crude oil into petroleum products, market and retail sells petroleum product under brands like Chevron, Texaco and Caltex. So in the lubricants produces and market lubricants. So it in the lubricants it basically produces the lubricant and make it market into globally. And in the midstream, I can say it has two basic function. One is transportation and the second is storage and distributions. In the transportation, moves crude oil, natural gases and refined product via pipeline, ships, trucks and rails. In the storage and distribution, it manages and storage and distribute network throughout the world globally to different countries. And additionally, Chevron invests its renewable energy and carbon capture products. So overall, I can say Chevron is the big producer of oil and refining industry. So let's talk about the industry structure of oil and gas sector. I'm going to cover a few points about the industry overview, key players of Chevron, market dynamics of Chevron, regulatory environment, competitive landscape, challenges and opportunities faced by the Chevron, and strategies focus of Chevron. So let's talk about the Chevron strategy. So first I would like to start with the market structure of the chevron. I would like to discuss the point chevron has oligopolistic nature. The oil and gas industry is characterized by a small number of large firms, both multinational corporations and national oil companies, that dominate the market. Its vertical integrated firms, many companies operate across the entire value chain from exploration and production to refining and retail. Let's talk about the market power. The Chevron has a large multinational corporations. Companies like Exxon Mobil, Chevron, BP, and Shell have significant influence over the market due to their extensive resources and global presence. The national oil companies are also there, which are located in the Saudi, and there is OPEC influence. The organization of the petroleum exploration countries play a crucial role in determination oil production levels and prices. If we talk about the sizes of the chevron, economic of scales, large firm benefits from economics of scale in production, refining, and distribution, allowing them to operate more efficiently and at lower costs. If we talk about the global operations of the chevron, major players have operates in multiple countries, providing them with diversified revenue streams and resilience against regional distributions. Let we talk about the barriers to entry. High capital requirements are there, technical expertise, regulatory hurdles, access to reserves, and economics of scales. So if we talk about the high capital requirement, Chevron needs high capital requirement. Significantly investment in is needed for exploration, drilling, infrastructure, and technology, and market is difficult for new entrants to compete. Technical expertise, the industry requires specialized knowledge and skills, geology, engineering, and environmental management. It is also has a regulatory hurdle. Compliance with the stringent environmental and safety regulations can be challenging and costly for the new entrant. If I talk about the technological advancement, it involves innovators like hydraulic fracturing and horizontal drilling enhance efficiency. This method has revolutionized the extractions of shale oil and gas, significant increasing production, particularly in the United States. And there are key entry barriers that I already discussed in the previous slides, like high operation setup cost and securing capital, regulatory compliance, specialized expertise. So these are all the factors which make hurdles to for the new entrant to enter in this oligopolistic market. So these are some of the factors which affects the new comers to enter in this oligopolistic market, and Chevron is already a leading, I can say, the second largest producer of oil and gas refining in this. If I talk about the influence factors and geographical consideration, I can say in the influence factors, geographical factors involves like impact of politics, stability, regional conflicts, and government policies are there. So in the economic factors, impacts are like global economic growth, diverse energy demand affecting prices and investment decisions. Examples, fluctuation in oil prices due to economic cycle, currency exchange rate impacting revenue streams, and market volatility influencing investment decision. But in the technological advancement, impact like innovation in exploration, extraction, and operational efficiency, reshape industry capabilities, and competitiveness are there. So these are the examples of the influence factors of the chevron. And if we talk about the environment and regulatory factors, it impacts like stringent environment regulation and climate policies shape operation practices and investment strategies. Example, compliance with emission standards and investment in carbon capture technologies and adaptation to evolving regulatory landscape. If I talk about the market time dynamic, it impacts the supply chain, demands, balances, competition among major players, and global trade agreements influence market and stability and strategic planning. So these are the examples that I would like to discuss. And for the strategic considerations, diversification and energy transitions are there. The objective of this is to expand into renewable energy sources to reduce fossil fuel dependency and align with the sustainability goal. If I talk about the reasoning, it like mitigate risks from oil price volatility, enhance corporate reputation, and capitalize on growth in renewable energy markets. Operation efficiency and cost management. Objective improve efficiency through digitalization, automation, and data analytics to optimize operations and reduce cost. These influence factors and strategic consideration highlight the multi-fact challenges and opportunities shaping the strategic landscape of oil and gas energy as a chevron. So here in the concentration of market power for the chevron, I would like to discuss the implication of market power, and I will discuss these of the implication in the upcoming slides, like the price setting, market stability, innovation and efficiency, and competition concern. So let's go for the second slide, and I would like to discuss the first point, which is market power analysis in the North American oil and gas industry. The first point I would like to cover here is the analysis which is calculated the five firm concentration ratio industry revenue, which is 1666.9 billion. Research and market. Top five firms which involves in the chevron is ExxonMobil, Chevron, Marathon Petroleum, Valor Energy, Phillips 66. The concentration ratio of the chevron is 71.49%. And these are the findings. I can say high concentration indicates significant market power. Market influence over the top firm can manipulate production, supply, and prices. Entry to barriers. There are high entries to barriers, so nobody, I can say, the new firms would not like to prefer to enter in this competitive market, which is oligopolistic market. And for the supporting data, OECD study inverse relationship between market concentration and competition. So these are some of the findings of the chevron that we have discussed in this slide. So I can say a Chevron Corporation as a major industry in the oil and gas and leverage various technology across its operation, enhance efficiency, reduce environmental impact, and improve safety. Here are some key technology areas that I would like to discuss in the upcoming slide. Okay, let's talk about the technology innovation in the oil and industry. I would like to talk about the exploration and production. In this, the 3D and 4D techniques improve surface imaging for better reservoir and mapping. Directional drilling and fracturing enables access to unconventional reserves like shale oil and gas. Reservoir modeling are there. Digital and automation like internet and things, real-time monitoring of equipment improve operation efficiency and enable predictive maintenance. Big data analytics utilize machine learning to analyze large databases for better decision making. Digital twins helps to digitalize replicas, optimize assets performance and operation scenario. And in the third point, I would like to talk about the environment and sustainability, like carbon capture and storage are the emissions to mitigate environment impact, renewable energy integration, investment in solar, wind, and biofuel diversity diversifies energy portfolio. So Chevron is investing a huge amount of capital in the form of solar and wind, biofuel fuels, diversifies energy and proportion, and safety and operational efficiency. Advanced robotic system has been implemented by the Chevron as per the deal of uh, Microsoft and AI that I would like to cover in the upcoming slides. And the robotic improves safety and efficiency in inspections and operations. So these are all the Chevron purpose and the challenges that was faced by the Chevron basically in the resources scarcity, like fossil fuel depletion causing scarcity and prices rises, sustainability efforts like investment in low carbon emission energies detain the large portion of the capital of Chevron. So Chevron has to face the various challenges and losses due to these sustainability efforts that has been implemented by the Chevron. And the aim of the Chevron is to support growth and commercial application of clean energy and so for the barriers to entry, I would like to discuss some of the points that I already discussed in the previous slides, which were regulatory hurdles, technology, legal expertise, high capital requirement, access to reserves, economics of scales, and geopolitical risks. So here I would like to make it more brief and clear in the upcoming slides. So for the upcoming slide, the first point is entry barriers in North American oil and gas industry. For the high cost of capital, the significant investment is needed for land, right, and equipment. For here, Chevron have to be a lot of cost for the significant investment which is needed for the land, right, and equipment. There are also a stringent regulatory, which is called a regulatory hurdles compliance with the stringent environment regulation, safety standard, and licensing requirements adds complexity the cost of operation. And if I talk about the technological barriers, like there are we need technological expertise, specialized knowledge in geology, engineering, and advanced extraction techniques. Example, fracking is essential, posing a barrier for firms without such capability to enter in the oligopolistic market, which is highly competitive. For the resources access, geologically dependent resources limit new entrant to or new entrant to come in this sector, like oligopolistic market operating in political unstable region or facing geologistic tensions can increase operational risk and cost, further deterring to entry the new firm. As I would like to discuss the case of the Chevron acquisition of Hess Corporation for which is 53 billion to access uh, these barriers and collectively reduce the market competitiveness and potential barriers innovation because there is a little stress posed by the outside competition. So the Chevron is would like to come with the Hess Corporation, which is the deal of 53 billions to reduce the market competitiveness and the stress imposed by the outside competition. So let's talk about the factors influence structure and competitive behavior of the Chevron. These are the factors that influence the market structure, like resources ownership and access, technological advancement, regulatory environment, government policies, economic factors, and other industry concentrations like oligopolistic structure, vertical integration, innovation, and technology. So I would like to highlight all these points in the upcoming slide. So I would like to discuss the first point, which is environmental concerns. Environmental concerns is basically come under the regulatory compliance, cost implications, innovation in sustainability, and brand reputation for the Chevron. In the transition to renewable energy, diversification strategies like Chevron may diversify its energy portfolio to include renewable resources like solar and wind, biofuels, investment focus shifts in capital allocation and renewable energy and project of technology can lead to the Chevron make losses And for the policies of for the energy transitions, like government policies are there, regulatory framework are there, which put hurdle in the overall performance of the chevron. Like clear policies provide clarity and certainty for long term planning. For the technological progress, there are some hurdles, like I can say innovation leadership, digital transformation. In the innovation leadership, investment in advanced technology enhances operational efficiency or resources recovery capabilities. And the digital transformation, adoption of digital technologies like IoT, data analytics, and automation improve competitiveness. There are rivalry for the chevron, like Exxon and BP, which are the biggest competitors for the chevron. For the social license to operate, there are also hurdles, like community relations, stakeholder relations are play a crucial role in the overall performance for the social license to operate. For the uncertainty in demand, energy and demand, factors like demand forecasting, capital allocation, agitated in planning, optimization strategies. These are the factors which come under the uncertainty energy demand. So, for example, like flexible production strategies and supply chain management help mitigate risk associated with demand and uncertainty. Access to resources. If the chevron do not have proper access to the resources, like resources ownership, securing access to oil and gas reserves through partnership, acquisition, and exploration license shape chevron's production portfolio. Supply chain management is also important in the access to resources, because reliability of resources supply impact operational continuity and project community. Let's talk about the workforce and energy transition. Like in this, I would like to cover the 2 points. One is skill development, the other is talent acquisition. For the skill development, training and development programs prepare Chevron's workforce for involving roles in renewable energy and technological sector. In the overview, I would like to talk about each of these factors play a crucial role in shaping Chevron's market structure and competitive behavior. If the Chevron do not have proper control or influence over all these factors, then Chevron have to pay or bear the few losses or for the future period of time. Okay, let's talk about the few points for the partnership among Chevron and Microsoft AI, which is Chevron and Microsoft uses AI and cloud computing for its partnership. It I can say it is 7 years deal with the partnership among Chevron and Microsoft AI. Cloud platform in the Chevron will use Microsoft Azure and its primary cloud platform. Like technology will it is going to focus in IoT, data analytics, and objective to improve operational efficiency, reduce cost and reliability. And for the data management, Azure infrastructure allows for better real-time data, and these are going to go for the agreement for the 7 year deal to combat with all the issues related with the technological advancement. So the Chevron is going to make the partnership with Microsoft AI. So here I would like to cover the behavior of Chevron in oligopolistic market that I already discussed in the previous slides, but I would like to add few points in this, which is competitors, market dynamics, like large firms hold significant market share and influence pricing. ExxonMobil, BP, Royal Dutch Shell, these are top firms in this industry of oligopolistic market. So Chevron has pricing strategies, barrier to entry, government policies, game theory, which we already discussed in the previous slide. So these are the highlights of all these factors that we can easily see on the slides. So let's talk about the recent conduct and actions of Chevron. So Chevron has strategic partnership and acquisition like Microsoft AI and other corporations, which is important for its development and overall performance. For the Hess Corporation, as I already discussed, acquisition value is 53 billion and strategic goals are to secure valuable assets for long-term and profitability. And so this is going to be very perfect or for the future benefits for the Chevron deal, which reflect consolidation trend in oil and gas industry in the future period of time. In the increased capital expenditure for 2024, the Chevron is going to invest 116 billion up to from 14 billion in 2023. This is focused on the areas of major international project and US upstream operation, and the objective of this increased expenditure is to enhance production efficiency, capability, and ensure long-term financial position for the Chevron. So at the end, the last point I would like to discuss is the influence of action and conducts on the performance. So for the impact of Chevron's action on the overall performance, there are various five factors. One is strategic investment, environmental and social responsibility, financial disciplines, geopolitical factors, market dynamics. These are all the factors which affect the overall performance of the Chevron. And to conclude all this, Chevron has various influence on the factors. So the Chevron is the leading producer of oil and gas industry. So at the end, I would like to thanks all of my team members for their hard work and dedication and making this project easier to understand and reduce the complication. For at the end, I would like to say thanks to all.